Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. I do hope that you are all doing good. So for today's video we are going to do this natural hair and makeup kind of vibe, and I wanted to show you guys how I get this more natural lightweight makeup look. I have included all of the products that I have recently mentioned in another video. There are 5 products, Maybelline, and I've shown you how it is that I put them into my makeup routine. So I'm gonna leave everything down below, so if you are interested in any of the products and you do like the products that I use and you like the way that I use them, so if you do want to try out any of the products, the link is there for you to test them and put it into your makeup routine. But other than that, let's just get straight into it. As you know from the beginning of this video, we're going to do more of like a natural-ish kind of makeup, so I'm going to show you how I complete it. So I did actually do this yesterday and I really liked it, and just instead of using foundation I've just been using concealer, but I've been doing this for a long while now and I just really like how it sits and it seems to last on my face really nicely all day. So let's just get into it. So I'm going to go through all the products that I am using today, and anything that I do use I will link it down below, and then if you guys want to find it you can just click on the link and you're there. This is in no way sponsored or anything like that. I thought it would just be helpful, and if you guys do like any of the products you can find them there. So I did actually tint my eyebrows on Saturday, so 2 days ago, and I'm actually really liking how they are looking, so I'm just going to carve them out and then add on some gel later on, so I'll show you how I do that too. So the concealer that I am using to carve out my eyebrows is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and this is in the shade 15. I just get the applicator and just draw a little bit of concealer underneath there. You can do as much as you want or as little as you want, but I like my eyebrows to be quite defined even if it is a natural look, so I put on quite a little bit, and then I also just pop a little bit on my eyelids as well, just so that they all blend in together. And then I literally just blend this out like so, and then I just blend it down like this, and then it blends into the eye as well. And the brush that I then use later on for the concealer on my face, which is just this one, it's a little bit dirty, I just then go onto my eyes like this and just kind of blend it all out, and then these bits around the edges just blend it out, and then it can blend in easily to any of the face makeup that I do add on. And then for my base I am going to use a concealer. So the concealer that I do use is H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer, and I use this in the shade SF2W. I'm just enjoying this as a little bit of a lighter base, because I feel like sometimes when you're doing foundation all the time it can feel a little bit heavier on your face, and if you do like the way that this looks, then it's something that doesn't feel as heavy, if you know what I mean. So I literally just do like a little swipe on each part of my face of where I'm wanting the coverage, maybe a little bit there, and that is literally it. And you really don't need a lot of this at all. It has so much coverage and it just blends out really, really nice. So obviously on my face you can see that I have some scarring, so when I blend it in you'll be able to see how much it actually covers it up. So I'm just going to use this little buffing brush and I will show you how well this covers up all my scarring on my face. I don't put any too much directly under my eyes when I'm doing a more of like a natural look, because I just add on a little bit of concealer there. Can you see how well this has covered up my scarring? And you would have seen like I only used a tiny bit, like there wasn't overly loads on that brush, and it all just blends out so nicely and it just feels so light and fresh on my face, like not anything too much. Just blending it down a little bit. Next I'm going to go in with the concealer that we used at the start, and I'm just going to pop some of this underneath my eyes and down my nose, about this much, and then the same on the other side. Oh, I think I've added more on that side than that side. And then I just put a little bit on my nose as well. I might just add a little bit here just for some coverage, because it tends to be a little bit red, around there on my nose. Okay, concealer is blended and I'm just loving how this looks. You need to do this base and I feel like it works really well for when my skin is dry and when my skin is oily. So I've trialed both because my skin is going through a really dry phase at the moment, but it is usually quite oily. The next thing that we are going to do is some liquid bronzer. So I'm going to use the Refi bronzer. This is what it looks like, and the one that I'm using is in the shade Tan. This is a liquid bronzer and this is how it looks. Obviously I have used a lot of this, so we have really well and truly hit pan, so I need to top up on this. The brush that I'm using is the Refi brush, so this is the double-ended brush. This is so good. So I usually just dab it in and then pop it in the areas which I want to be a little bit more bronzed, and then I'll go between the two ends of the brush just to blend it out until I'm happy with how it looks. I'm obsessed with this liquid bronzer. Wow. Okay, I feel like none of you guys are going to be surprised by the blusher that I am using because I use it in literally every single video. So the blush I'm using is a Refi blush. This is how it looks. It's a little bit dirty, so let's just ignore that. And the shade that I use is Peach. This is how the blush looks in the part. And in this one, of course, I have also hit pan, so I need to top up on this one as well. So I literally just use this end of the same Refi brush and I just pop it on the apples of my cheeks and just blend again. And then I like to put a little bit on my nose as well. And then I'm going to go in with the Refi powder. So this is the Skin Finished water-based powder and this is in 01. So it just screws off like this and then it comes with a little cover on the top. And then it's got like this like cushiony thing in there. So I literally just dab it in here and then I get the lid and I like tap it off into the lid, just so there's not like too much on there. And then I'll just press this in under my eyes and anywhere that I feel like I may go a little bit shinier through the day. So around my mouth, a little bit under here, but I don't go back in to add on like too much product. I do probably two dabs for my whole face when this is the kind of look that I'm doing. And then I'm just going to pop a little bit on my eyes just as a little bit of a rough set because I didn't set them with anything beforehand, like any eyeshadows or anything like that, just because this is like a quick, easy, natural vibe. The next thing I will be using, of course, is the Refi brow gel. Guys, if you have not tried this, you need to try it. It is honestly just so good and your eyebrows just stay in place all day. And on the end it also comes with this, like there's a little brush on one side and then a little comb on the other. So I'm going to show you how I do mine. So I've just zoomed you in. I'm just going to give my eyebrows a little bit of a comb with the brush that's on the end, and then if you just screw this little bit, and that's where the gel is, and this is how the brush looks on the end. It's struggling to focus on there, but you kind of get the idea. So then what I like to do is I just kind of run it all through. I don't really know how to explain. I kind of just make it up as I go along, but I like press it into my eyebrow and then I screw that on, and then I will get the comb or the brush on the end. I kind of just do whichever one, I don't really have a preference, and I kind of just shape them into how I want them to look. But you don't necessarily have to do one eyebrow at a time. I just did it like that then, but the other one won't set too quick. So if you wanted to do the gel on both brows and then that, then it wouldn't be an issue. Okay, so this is the brow before and this is the brow after. As you can see, it literally looks like a laminated brow, and they don't really need filling in either with me already tinting them. So I feel like they look really full and fluffy, and I just love how this works, and I just love how my eyebrow looks. Like, I'm obsessed. Okay, and then this is the other eyebrow done as well. I love it. And next I'm going to use the Refi brow pencil. So this is how it looks, and this is in the shade Light. But I don't actually use this for my eyebrows because I don't really fill my eyebrows in. I use this for faux freckles. If I am going out, I will use this to fill in my eyebrows if I feel like they need doing, but I very rarely fill them in anyway. But this is a really good like thin brush to get like them defined hairs, or in my case the defined little freckles. So I just draw them on like this, and then what I'm going to do is just get my finger and dab them, and it will help to make them look a little bit more natural. The next step we are going to do is curl my eyelashes to get them ready for some mascara. So I literally just curl my eyelashes like anybody else would. I don't think there's, well, I think some people do it like an upside down way, but I don't want to risk that, but this is just how I curl mine. The mascara that I'm going to use is the MAC Stack mascara. This is honestly so good. I have tried a few different mascaras and this is one of the best ones that I have used in a while, and I feel like it really helps to lengthen my eyelashes. What I do is I just do like a wiggle, and then it helps to separate them, but it also helps to coat the mascara on as well. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. Okay, so I think that that's all that I'm going to put on for now, but how crazy is the before and after? Before and after. It's mad. This is both my eyelashes when the mascara is done. I do have like slight little black bits above my eyes, but I do wait for my mascara to dry and then I wipe that off afterwards. For my lips, I'm just going to use this Sweet Tea liner, which is from Morphe. I don't add on too much, but I just like to add on a little bit of definition to my lips just to give them a little bit more of a shape. So this is how my lips look before adding any gloss, after I've popped on the liner, and I literally just blend it out using my finger, and I don't put too much on because with it being a little bit more of a lighter makeup, I don't want the lips to look too heavy. And then for the lip gloss, lip oil, I'm going to use this Dior lip oil that I've got. This one is in the shade Universal Clear, and it is so hydrating and it just makes your lips look so gorgeous and juicy. So I don't always use this because I don't want to discolour the actual gloss with me putting this underneath, but I'm just going to pop a little bit on, blend it in on my finger. So all that's left to do now is to take out my hair. So please just bear in mind, I only put this in before like this morning, like I didn't sleep in it, so my hair isn't going to be anything crazy. It was just to help tame the frizz a little bit. See, so it's not even that curly, but it's just too, it was very frizzy when I woke up this morning basically, so I just wanted to help to tame it a little bit. But I feel like I've done a good job of that and I'm happy with how it's come out. But I hope you guys did enjoy this little natural makeup video. This may not be natural for a lot of people, but for me and the girls who do a lot more heavier makeup, this is classed as like a lot more natural vibes, and I really like it. I feel really pretty and I feel like it's not too heavy on my face, which is exactly what we wanted. But I do hope you guys have a lovely rest of your week. I love you all and I will see you in the next video. Mwah.